The boy rode on the donkey and the old man walked. As they went along, they passed some people who remarked, it was a shame the old man was walking and the boy was riding. Then the man and the boy thought maybe the critics were right, so they changed positions. Later, they passed some more people who remarked, what a shame. He makes that little boy walk. They decided they both would walk. Soon they passed some more people who thought they were stupid to walk when they had a decent donkey to ride. So they both rode the donkey. Now they passed some people that shamed them further by saying, how awful to put such a load on a poor donkey. The boy and man said they were probably right, so they decided to carry the donkey. As they crossed the bridge, they lost their grip on the animal, and he fell into the river and he drowned. And the lesson here is that if you try to please everyone, you will eventually lose your ass. This is something that all entrepreneurs have to learn. Because MBAs, you know, and sometimes you have to deprogram yourself in MBAs sometimes. MBA theory says diversify your risk, have a portfolio approach. Right? When you're starting a small company, that sucks away resources. And, you know, it does diversify your risk. There's good logic to it. But when you start a company, you got to put all the wood behind the arrow, and you got to go for it. And if you're a rocket ship to the moon or a flaming hole in the ground, that's entrepreneurship. And you have to realize that. Because most entrepreneurial companies don't fail or succeed. They actually become the walking dead, if you read the statistics about it. And don't become the walking dead. Either succeed or fail. Don't do anything in between. And if there's anything that I've noticed in Waterloo, in my travels, there is a celebration of failure. Pick yourself back up, dust yourself up, start your next company. You would not believe how many serial entrepreneurs there are in Waterloo, and it's because this principle is accepted. And that's the biggest thing that I can leave to the entrepreneurs and for the greater support network in the Markham, Richmond Hill area. Celebrate the failure. Congratulate them. Let them get back up on their feet and help them again. Because the second time they'll be smart. You learn way more from your failures than you learn from your success. So the hyper growth over the entire time, so over the past decade it was 40%, but over the time since the startup, it's a higher number, it's actually 70%. And that's 6,000 from the startup. And of course, that leads to a whole bunch of issues I wanted to talk about. That if you're in a fortunate situation, that you're in a growth situation, there are some lessons I've learned over the years. One, tech leads are fleeting. And this has different ramifications later on. No matter what you build, whatever widget you've created, it's great, for sure, and that's why you get the chance to get funding and people are wanting to buy the widget from you, etc. But always remember that the other incumbent companies that are there are smart, they're really good competitors, and they will copy you as fast as it suits them. And the only thing that you have long term, and this is really hard for tech entrepreneurs to appreciate, and I'm an engineer and I love design and all that stuff, but the only thing that matters long term is your relationship with customers. It's the only thing that matters. It is the concept. It is not the patent, it is not the intellectual property, it is not the know-how. You must assume every day there is somebody else that's figuring out how to do what you can do better. And don't assume that the big company you're going up against, who looks like a lumbering giant that never responds, by definition, they're very good. There are some very excellent companies that are huge. We've got some of them in the Markham, Richmond Hill catchment area. AMD, very smart company. IBM, very smart company. And they are global competitors, and they have to live and die every day. So don't kid yourself. If you're starting a company, you are in a race to build up your channel. And that's a very important point when we get to the role of venture capital and financing and things like that. So understand that time is, at the end of the day, your biggest enemy. It is not your code competitors that are code developing things and you're competing with at the customer site. You have to move as fast